I'll be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. You love, you love, you love. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. You love, you love, you love. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. You love, you love, you love. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. You love, you love, you love. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. You love, you love, you love. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. You love, you love, you love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, you love, you love, you love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, you love, you love, you love. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. You love, you love, you love. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. You love, you love, you love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, you love, you love, you love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, you love, you love, you love.
Let me level with you, let me be in your crew. I just wanna be free, be with people like me. I'm so not in the mood to be broken and blue. I just wanna go dance, baby find me some romance. I don't wanna talk tonight, I don't wanna waste another night. I just wanna hit the floor, maybe somewhere I haven't been before. I don't wanna kill the vibe, I don't wanna feel it if it don't feel right. I just wanna break the ice. There's so much more to life than tears. There's so much more to life than fears. All I want is a night off. All I need is a night off. All I want is a night off. Ooh. Take it away, take it away, take it away. Do it my way, do it my way, do it my way. Free from the pain, free from the pain, free from the pain. A night off, a night off. I could use a new friend, I don't wanna pretend. You just get who I am, almost feel like we're fam. Think it's time that we try something money can't buy. You and me should go dance, maybe find us some romance. I don't wanna talk tonight, I don't wanna waste another night. I just wanna hit the floor, maybe somewhere I haven't been before. I don't wanna kill the vibe, I don't wanna feel it if it don't feel right. I just wanna break the ice. There's so much more to life than tears. There's so much more to life than fears. All I want is a night off. All I need is a night off. All I want is a night off. Ooh. Take it away, take it away, take it away. Do it my way, do it my a night off. Ooh, there's so much more to life than tears. There's so much more to life than fears. All I want is a night off. All I need is a night off. All I want is a night off. Ooh, take it away, take it away, take it away. Do it my way, do it my way, do it my way. Free from the pain, free from the pain, free from the pain. A night off, a night off.
I know the reason why we chose to say goodbye, but I can't help my feelings. Right now, I can't deny you never left my mind, and now my heart is bleeding. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was just a young girl living in a dream world. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still there tomorrow and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. When I lay down at night, I miss you by my side, telling me about your secrets. I dream and fantasize that I come by your house, telling you about my regrets. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was way too shallow, my mind was way too narrow. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still there tomorrow and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. I know why we say goodbye, but can we turn that bye into hello? I know how to love you now. No matter what I do, I can't let go. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still there tomorrow and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out.
Bisson picks up, and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing
Can
here.
Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlicker Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Love.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
Let's subscribe ulti.TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of ulti.TV.
Regardez ulti.TV.
Deviens membre d'ulti.TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Top ulti.TV velmi eroginkime Ultimate vendromena.
Si quieres ayudar a ulti.TV, puedes ser miembro de ulti.TV.
Everyone, follow ulti.TV on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love frisbee. Just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på ulti.TV.
Became member
of ulti.TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec ulti.TV.
Like and subscribe, ulti.TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
With thousands of hours of experience,
and our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
we work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and news stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Right now,
He's going to have to bid. Just a football.
Huge layout block. Unbelievable stuff on the front corner of the end zone.
Maybe just that boost of energy they needed.
Huge swing pass and a great grab there from Spear.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. ulti.TV.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam. Ulti.TV. ulti.net.
Enjoying the show? Show your support for the live stream and the people making the show. Buy a super chat or super sticker on YouTube directly. Select your donation and type your message to the world. And share. All donations go into directly funding new shows. Buy a super sticker or super chat now. Thank you.
Help us go electric, become a member.
Welcome to the 5-6 game in the women's division of the European Ultimate Indoor Club Championships 2022. It's Denmark versus Latvia, a tussle for 5th in Europe between two very handy, very capable teams. Vika Horvang with the disc in hand, the Komska up the line. Danes starting on offense. Helle Horvang with a beautiful lead pass, nearly some friendly fire. But the Komska with an upline cut and Jonga just behind. And a nice, easy, fluid hold to start us off for this game. The Latvians coming unstuck this morning against Great Britain, had a great lead, ending up being knocked out in their quarter-final. And the Danes also with a tricky matchup. They met against the Dutch this morning in their quarter-final. That one ended up on a score of 14-9. And we've had some fantastic semi-finals to decide the teams that will advance through to tomorrow. But playing out, finishing off here, these two teams, it's been such a hotly contested division. A lovely straight to goal. Kalavanova, though, unable to collect at the back of the end zone. That was intended, I think, for Gulbit. We did see Latvia in their quarter-final go for a lot of those straight off the bat deep shots. So an opportunity for the Danes to stamp their mark in this game. Trindrup going up the line, but a great block by Gulbe to get the disc back. Two tall players matching up. And that's two turnovers. Gulbe rising. Kalavanova looked off. It's a high stall reset to Grabe. Samaita. Antigasina. Close to being in bounds, but that looked like her feet were on the line from our view up here in the stands. So replayed. Yeva Grabe in the backspace. Love that high release backhand toss. Antigasina. On the back. Is that going to be good? No, just sailing out of bounds. So second attempt for the defence of Denmark to snag their first break in this game. And that would be exactly how they want to start off. Helle Horvang, who at points has been putting this Danish team on her back. It's a heavy load, but she's not afraid to do it. Great composure by Nissen. Over the top, and the block is generated. Laura Samieta smacks the disc away off a bit of an ambitious shot to Maja Busko. Bit of a long stoppage there. Big back in play now. Two players coming in for the resets. Squeaking it up the line. Gulbe. Samieta wanted it back. Gonna have to grind it out. Nice movement and swinging across. This is the best Latvian offense when they play within themselves and wait for the opportunity to really be there. Nothing trying to be forced. Lovely attack from the defense. Bush got really tight, applying that pressure. So Latvia's third attempt at just the offensive hold. It's going to be a chuck it and hope into the end zone, but it's a lovely one. Stall out being called by Helle Trindrup. Says as the disc was released, it was after the of 8. Of course, if you don't say stalling at the beginning of your stall count, it's the T of 8 that is the moment of importance. But a contested stall out will come back in on 6. Kalavanova's break creativity, but that's going to be called a goal after the discussion. So on the third asking, Latvia punch in the equaliser, keeping everything on serve, but that was quite the task to get done. So as you say, coming into this match, Latvia had a really destroying loss against Great Britain earlier today. They were in charge and in front, and the final moments would have been difficult to come back on, but then they put a commanding performance over the Ukrainians, who nearly defeated them in group stages. Winning that one out 15-11. But the Danes looking a bit more handy right now. Huge bid from Helle Horvang to try and keep that disc alive. They had an easier day today, did the Danes. In terms of, actually no, I'll take that back. That's a lie. It's not an easier day. They had the Netherlands 14-9. They went down on that one and then beat the Poles 14-8. Little head tilt from Mafieva. Swing around. Great containment defense from Denmark. Olovska. That's a lovely put, but it's tipped and caught. Mafieva. Well, no detail gets past the artist at the back of the end zone. Just lowers the torso down and makes the grab. Well, it's dirty, but it'll do. Doesn't matter how you score, as long as you can put more in than your opponents. And Mafieva will take that. So the Danes trailing one break. Oh, huge grab! Helle Trindrup heckin' good and punches it into the end zone. A straight bladey laser of a forehand. Launches that one into Sophie Bork. And we're used to seeing that edges of the catching ability style play from the Danes. They love that style of indoors, and of course both of these ultimate nations, Latvia and Denmark, play plenty of this indoor format, which is new to some federations. Of course, this is the maiden championship, the first of its kind. Indoor Nations Euros. Took 3 times to get it done, but we're here. After, of course, this one was originally scheduled for during the pandemic, got pushed back. But we're here and we're glad to be so. Antje Gashina opens up the backhand. 2 players bounce cutting, almost in sync with each other. There is that space available over the top. Gorgeous had a little look at it, but wasn't quite in the right spot. Linda Gulbert picks up the goal for Latvia, maintaining that lead by 1. And coach Janis Barnans also playing at this tournament, as well as coaching his women. Selected this squad of 10 Latvians after the Riga Rudens tournament. Had some tough selections to make, a couple of people on the verge but not quite up there with the squad that was selected. And of course that tournament just about a month ago. So whilst they had time to prepare as a bigger squad, this final 10 not quite together. So high grab for Nissen. Doesn't have the luck she likes. But of course, who comes through for Denmark? It's Helle Horvang, planting her flag in the front corner of the end zone. If you're alongside us watching along, please do give us a shout as to where you're tuning in from in the comments. It's lovely to have you with us all day today. All of the action, every single game from the women's division, which has to be a record, going down in the ultimate history books. And what a hotly contested division it has been. Antje Gashina calling the brick. Not the tallest player in the world. Difficult to tell on camera whether or not it was 2 meters above that back end zone line or not. But the compromise, of course, is to take it from the front of the end zone. It did seem like it could be catchable by Antje Gashina, but the compromise is made. Grab it, van Samjeta. I love these casual backhand tosses over the mark shoulder. But the pressure applied on Samjeta's shoulders means there's an opportunity for the Danes to put themselves in front. Big hammer across the top. Laskowska shoots the blade back. High dish. Hitting that break side beautifully. Hannah Younger with the goal for Denmark and the break. So we are now back on serve in this match. The Danes coming out and starting on offense means they have that advantage. So if this one is a mirror image with both teams scoring exactly the same number of points, it will be Denmark coming out on top. Both teams will be hungry for a win, having missed out on the top 4 here. For both teams on a different day, maybe with an extra 10 minutes of game time. Either of them could have seen themselves in the top of the standings playing tomorrow. But they'll get a chance to enjoy the atmosphere here. It's been a wonderfully run tournament here in Kaunas. First trip for me to Lithuania. It's been a pleasure. Very snowy and cold outside, but nice and warm enough. Not too hot in these sports centres at the moment. Keeping it cool and calm for Denmark. I say that. Commentators curse a little bit, creeping in there. A lofty pass to no man's land. And an opportunity for Latvia to punch that one in. Oh, and it's a lovely grab. Laura Samieta. That little high release backhand, just deadly straight. So a missed opportunity for the Danes to punch another break in. They had a chance, but they'll perhaps get some more opportunities. Trindrup pops forward to Horang. Cheeky scuba over the top. Trindrup has a go at it, but I think that's Afieva getting a piece. Trying to go for the one-on-ones. No clamping on the defense, just straight match, and it comes unstuck. Hellet ended up just getting beaten to that open side after some smooth moves from Julia Afieva. So Latvia with the hold, sitting in front of Denmark, but just by that one. Oh no, I tell you what, I like that's a break for Latvia. Can we tell I've done nearly 18 hours of straight commentary? Possibly. But do we love it? Yes, we do. Nice bit of jinking back and forth. Buskov. Gorgeous now, going to have to find something deep from the tool set. Helle Horvang at the back of the end zone. Just sitting there patiently. There have been so many times when Horvang has really put herself right in front of the action. That one just sitting back, silently waiting for somebody else to notice her. Veronika Mikulic trying hard to get there, but not to be. So levelled back up at 5s. Latvia's a start on offence. Antigasina looking for the rounds. This is good defence, just keeping containment. Staying tight. The Latvians don't want to let this one slip through their fingers. Antigasina running the dominator from the back set. Oh, and that's a fantastic little block. Just gets enough to smack out of bounds. Sophie Bork. Oh no, Lakomska even. Both two very similar players from behind. And it's going to be Nissen to the end zone. Time and space and clap catches. Easy does it. So trading breaks in this game. It doesn't get much closer than this. The Danes put themselves back on the front foot. And Not on your view, but you can see the coach, Janis Bernans, giving some choice words to his side. Coaching from within for the Danish side. High floaty backhand pull. And Tagasina flicking over the top. Gulbe. Samieta. Oh, a little bit of distraction almost there. Linda Gulbe saying, leave it. Or something behind the head of Lola Samieta. And it did seem to put her off the catch. Eyeing up the handler in the centre space. Replacement is there. Nearly needed to knee it for Isaacson, and she pops it into Sophie Bork for the score. And a timeout being called by Janis Bernans, the coach of the Latvian team. Just about half of the game time expired, and that's 2 breaks in a row for the Danes. So a good time to take a break.
Right now, he's going to have to bid. Just a football.
Huge layout block. Unbelievable stuff on the front corner of the end zone.
Maybe just that boost of energy they needed.
Huge swing pass and a great grab there from Steer.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Back in action with the first half of this women's placement game for the title of 5th in Europe. Latvia on the charge against Denmark. The Danes up 2 breaks on the trot in the last 2 points. They have 3, Latvia have 2. But it's such a tightly matched set of athletes out here. Kalavanova. Oh, huge! Nearly overshot. Was within reach. Well, was overshot. Nearly in reach for Grabe. But unfortunately, she doesn't make the grab. Just running straight up the line. Helle Hovang. Who else? So bringing themselves within 1 of the half. Denmark. Latvia coming undone a little bit at the seams. Perhaps this is where that extra 1 pair of legs. I mean, the Danes haven't brought that many players either. Yeah, a bit of quick maths, 11 players. No one has brought the full 20. I think the largest roster might be the Polish women's side in the women's division, with 15. It's a full 3 lines. That one's going to come up. An unfortunate collision, I think, there between Olovska and Nissen. Just tangling up in each other's ankles on that lofty pass. It was snaffled up by Vegere. It will be replaced by Helle Hovang. Afieva over the top. There's time and space. Olovska doesn't call the foul. Gorgeous asks if she wants to, but not a big enough bump Just fair contact between two players fighting for the same space. So, Helle Trinderup is going to put a huge blade that catches the top of the ceiling, by my view. But I think that will be played. Milicheva. A little bit of a pick off the front of the stat there for Orlovska, but not called by Korjus. Big blade over the top, well caught. Great adjustment, Afyeva. This is much better spacing, much better aggression from Latvia, taking on the shots and doing so with a bit more confidence. Bartulik striking up line, doesn't like the look of it. Orlovska. Bartulik in the back space. No one moving from the upfield. Great aggression. See the way she grabbed that disc. Mikulica. Textbook stuff going into the end zone now. Well, we've talked so much about how certain Danish players put the team on their back. That was Mikulica all day. Mikulica anchoring Latvia for quite a few of their points, and that is much better, keeping this half alive offensive hold. So coming out on offense, that's the way that one should have gone in theory. Of course, if you're a Danish fan, you might have other opinions. And let us know where you're tuning in from if you're watching this one live. Of course, these games will be available to watch back on demand. So Linda Gulbert definitely got a block. Whether it was still in the hand of Helle Horvang when she did or not. Whether she felt the tip out of her hand. Very close thing. Love a bit of hand signals. Just really emphasising the action replay of what each player's perspective was. So a contested strip, so which is a contested foul because strip is a category of foul. Oh, uncontested perhaps, because the disc is coming in on 0. So accepted. Horvang around Telekomska. Engaging the speed up line, opening up the around blade. Horvang on the underneath. There's a point from Jonga to that back corner. People flooding towards it. It's going to have to grind this one out. What a way for Latvia to make the Danes have to play so hard to get this half. There is space, there is time, but the disc is a heartbeat too soon. Trying to hit Anagonga in that back corner. It's a nice idea, but Latvia with a real opportunity here. They played fantastic defense, putting that pressure on Antigasina. We know they have the quality to do it. The flail defense from Rikard Horvang can do nothing about the pass. Samieta centers. Orlovska extends. Oh no, Gulba. Playing by my sense of it rather than looking at people's shirts. Kalavanova could flow the thrick around. Chooses one for a nice easy reset. Horvang poaching off. Antigasina, really fantastic release point so far from her body. Doesn't have the biggest wingspan, so you can tell she's trained that very well. Sets off to the races. The move from the poach up line to stop the strike opens up the around side, and a flick break for the goal. Keeping the half alive. One more point, Latvia with the break. So the adjustments from the mouth of Jānis Bērnlands perhaps making the difference here. Playing and coaching this tournament. Of course, not playing in the women's division. And there seems to be a timeout being called. But we'll stay with the action. Shape of this game, no surprise, two very well matched opponents. Latvia just nibbling away, but that Danish streak of 4 on the bounce to take us from 5-4 in Latvia's favour to 8-5 with a Danish lead. You can see the frustration creeping in for Latvia. This is where they really show their mettle. With the original seedings for this tournament, one would expect Latvia to hold off the attack from the Danes. 4th and 5th seed respectively in the initial. Coming out of the same pool, women's pool A. The final score in their previous matchup went in favour of Latvia, 15-12. So on the second asking, is the result going to be the opposite? The moment, there's but an inch in it, but a yard too far on that pass of Gorgeous. So Latvia, chance to bring us to Galaxy Point, which we would love to see. Because what we like is close, intense games. This one is in terms of the style of play and the level of play. Let's see if it can be the scoreline as well. Forget it, hanging out in the back of the end zone. A player with a lot of height. Oloshka coming in, gets the dish fake. And she just saunters backwards. Isaacson in the area. Great spirit, Vignere. I'm stood directly above where that one was, and I'm quite confident I can say that foot was on the line. Not that I have any ability to impact these games, but a fantastic spirit from Vignere just to take the opinion of Horvang on board straight away. Not saying stream games keep people honest, but that's a beautiful shot into the back corner. And one player who definitely wants this match for Latvia, you can see it all over her face and body language, is Milkalica. Milkalica is really championing the offense for Latvia, but that's a Danish hold to take half. Much needed. Keep themselves that nose in front. So a break for the players and a break for us in the booth. Go grab yourself a refreshment, but we'll be back with the second half of this match imminently.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. Ulti.TV.
We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam.
Second half of the women's 5-6 placement game here at the European Ultimate Indoor Championships 2022 in Kaunas, Lithuania. It's been a pleasure to be here at these various indoor complexes. The hoot to get us underway. A little knock of the back cone. Bit of frisbee bowling with the pool. So right from the baseline, fantastic pulling technique. The change in venue has confused some of these teams and caused some strange things to happen, especially with the pulling game. These basketball nets are moved out of the way more or less, but still causing issues. Some of the overheads. Grabe, nice high release, a little bit wobbly, but good enough to get to the paws of Linda Gulbe. Lakomska sticking out the arm. Samieta dishing around. Galavanova. Thrown at the floor from Linda Gulbe. You can hear the Danes talking to each other. This one to put themselves back with a 3-point margin. There is an opportunity straight on the open side for Lakomska. Cheeky scuba. Can't help but call them cheeky, even though they're just a normal throw since it's indoors. Helle Horvang just tailors that cut to make the perfect fit. Nice dish over the top. Oh, miscommunication. Lakomska connects the eyes for but a brief second with Helle Trindrup before throwing that one. And a squandered opportunity for Denmark to give themselves a lot more cushion. Horvang trying to set up the underneath run-through bid. And it's an absolute laser to the floor. Antigusina shoots a look back at Gulbe. Some of the teams here really look at each other with delight. But at the moment, the body language for them, the Latvians, is one of frustration. I can completely understand why. Today has not been their day. I think they're looking to drive themselves forward in this game as almost a bit of a grudge match. It was a tussle in the group stages against Denmark. A lovely low release for Horvang into the end zone for Lakomska. At the end, it's just to grind up the line into the front corner. So that's going to make it 10-7 to Denmark with 5 minutes and change on the clock. No more timeouts after 24 seconds has run down. It's just the teams winding down. Of course, we're still playing to the same rules. Nothing changes in these late stage games. When regulation time is over, if your opponents are more than 3 points above you after the final point is played, then that's the game done and dusted. So if Denmark can get another break or two in before 5 minutes is gone, that will be Latvia snuffed out of an odd number finish. Of course, unlike other sports, we do play all of the games here to know which position rather than knock out and go home. Latvia don't have far to go, but that's going to be a beautiful put. Vignieri with the goal. Nice put from Monika Mikulica. And keeping themselves within touching distance of the Danes. Just over 4 minutes remain. Mika Horvan getting us underway to Lukomska. Scuba over the top, but it's too flat. Hella says, no, I wanted you to throw to the other Horvan. The other one. She looks a little bit like me, but she's blonde. Or blonder, I should say. There's a little bit of highlights going on in Hella Horvan's hair. Nikolica, easy does it. Bit of friendly fire at the end there. Hella Horvan just has a moment to just assess the state of her ankles after catching a little bit much of Hella Trinderup. The two players connecting in a bad way. And Janis Bernans coming in. Oh, Janis, Mr. Frisbee himself, playing as well as coaching. I've said it about 4 times, I think, this game, or possibly just today. They all start to blur into one at one point. But it's fantastic to cover every single game in a division. I feel like I know these athletes, and I'm sure you feel the same. Hella Horvan receives the disc from her sister. Big bounce across. Too many players in the near side space. That's a great run down from Corgis. Horvan going up line, going to have to be replaced by someone underneath. It's her sister Rika. Sauntering around, Corgis just squeaking it on the far sideline. Opens up now. Bork has the space available. Easy. I really enjoy Sophie Bork's score and then put the frisbee on the floor immediately after process. Some players spike it, some players, you know, go for a little celebration-y thing. No flair for Sophie Bork. She catches the frisbee. Bork, it's on the floor. Of course, though, everyone's most stupid ultimate celebration is the clap drop spike. Of course, a clap spike is not a valid catch. So Latvia gunning for it. Just over a minute left on the clock. Lovely run down from Antagasina, but the pillar gets in the way of that left hand. Has to bring it back in rather than lose it. Danes with the disc, looking to take themselves to 12-9. The enjoyment of the Danish side is very apparent, the way they're smiling at each other. Trinder up in the centre. Thinking about that bigger round. These are great forces from Latvia, really shutting down that spicy break side option. There it comes though, and it's going to be good. A flat one will do. Stepping through the mark and releasing far to the right. And the celebration from Denmark comes. They've just really enjoyed themselves in this game, and that seems to be their advantage. Trading out in the late stages. And time will expire between these 2 points. So it's game to 13 or 14, depending on if Latvia can grab themselves a hold. It's going to sail out of bounds. Break signalled by Veronika Mikolica, who's been all business this afternoon. Yeah, well, no, we're evening now. Local time 20 to 6. Orlovska. Big flick blade around easy. Afieva. Dish in front. Mikolica. You can see how much Mika Horvan wanted to take away that round flick, but Orlovska just pummeling forward, claiming the goal for Latvia. So game to 13. Can Latvia put on a huge defensive stand at this stage? They've got nothing to do for the rest of the weekend But watch and enjoy and absorb the atmosphere with a short drive home afterwards. This is where your 10 players leave nothing on the pitch, but the Danes just really enjoying themselves. They know they've got a buffer to work with. Trinderup up line. Helle Horvang disappearing into the end zone. Big shot over the top. Nissen sits in that big flick pivot for a good couple of beats. Tosses one high, but Helle Trinderup, both hands near the frisbee, but neither of them catching it. Mikolic, opportunity beckons. Fieva trying to go for that first easy dish up. Coming back in for the reset. Again, the Danes playing good containment here. Latvia just jogging these undercuts. Happy to keep the resets. Oh, Mikolic going for it, but Helle Horvang peels off, switches marks. Or did she bait that? Either way, can the Danes close the book? Big blade reset. And down line. Goes for the up line, and that is game to the Danes. 13-10. They reverse their fates from pool play, and a deflated Latvia can do nothing about it. They kept the energy high, did Denmark, smiling all the way through. And just looked a little edge in front. Disappointment for Latvia for sure. It's not been their day to day. That's the brutal nature of ultimate tournaments. If you turn up and you're having a bit of a funny one, it just is so punishing. But congratulations, Denmark, 5th in Europe at this maiden European Indoor Championships 2022. That'll wrap us up for our coverage here today in the women's division, but do not fret. There is plenty of mixed action all the way until 8 p.m. local time here in Lithuania. That's when the game will likely finish around then, so keep your eyes glued. ulti.TV bringing you all the coverage you need of this championship. And of course for the women's division we'll sign off, and we will see you tomorrow bright and early, 10 a.m. local time, for the bronze medal matchup. Don't go anywhere else. Don't be anywhere else. We will see you tomorrow for the business end.